Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. Right, we are in a new game. No, it's not a new game, it's an old game. I've played it many times before. But I'm starting a new game within it. This is Foundation. It is the best city builder I've ever played. And they keep releasing new updates, which is fantastic. I have started series of this before. One of them, or two of them, possibly went on for a while. The last one I did, I think, was called Riverside, which I really wanted to get into, and then I had a baby. So it just didn't happen. Recently I've been doing Planet Zoo videos, and those will continue. So if you're joining me from over on my Planet Zoo series, then welcome. Good to have you here. But you know, I just love this game. I know it's not for everyone. It's not as creative as Planet Zoo, but I just love it. I want to play it. I want to see what all the new updates are. And if you want to join in with me, then that's great. If not, fair enough. Go and watch my Planet Zoo videos. It's all good. So here we are. So what I've done, I've created a new map. So they've put a new map generator in the game, which is really good. So you can really select all your different settings, all your hills, oceans, rivers, lakes, things like that. So this is the map that I've come up with. So it's got a bit of coast, it's got a couple of nice islands over here, some good hills, and I think we've got one or two lakes. So yeah, here we go. So we've got another lake up here with an island, and then I think somewhere over this side is another one up in this corner. So it's going to take a long time before we get anywhere near these lakes, but you know, they are there. It's just such a lovely looking game, isn't it? So let's get going. So the first thing you do, so I'm gonna sort of act like you've never watched this game before. So if I'm talking about stuff that you know, I apologise, but you know, I have to sort of assume that some people might be watching this that haven't played before. So the first thing you have to do is place your village centre. So this is basically a little pile of resources where all your people gather before they have homes. So you want this to be probably on a bit of flat land, relatively near to where you're going to start buildings. The first thing you want to do is start gathering resources. So you've got stones over here, you've got trees, you've got berry bushes here. So I'm thinking somewhere like this is going to be a good spot, because I'm also going to want to come down to the ocean here to get some fishermen down here. Right, there are various difficulty settings. I think I usually go for normal, I think. Easy gives you loads of things which you don't want. I think some of my mods are kind of messing up some of the user interfaces on this bit, but let's go for normal. No additional resources. As you can see here, you don't start with much at all. I usually go for this one, so it just gives you that little bump of a few extra resources. So just a small number of extra resources, please. I have got various mods, just so you know. And one of the mods that I have is the one that allows you to buy all the land. So I have done that. I've bought the entire map, so I can build anywhere I want. I like the freedom of that. I don't like being restricted to just a couple of zones, because it really restricts your game style. So the first thing you want to get going is some very basic resource collection. So you've got berry bushes here, you've got stone here, and some wood cutters, which I'll probably do. I'll probably start clearing maybe some of this along the front here, because I don't really want trees down here, I don't think. Although I have got a nice deforestation tool, so actually I know I might do this as my forestry production area here. But first things first, actually, if I unpause the game, so you've got your little people down here, they're just gathering around your village centre for now. They're going to want housing soon, but not just yet. Now, it will give us various bits of information down here, but I'll just right-click them, because I kind of know all of those things. You know, I've been playing this game for years now, because it's still in early access, but it's been out for 3 or 4 years. So, yeah, I'm quite experienced at it now. So let's have a look. First things first, let's get in here. So this is our build menu. We want let's get our food production going first. So actually the first thing you want to do is build a well. So you have to think, where's your housing going to be? What I like to do is build a well where your housing is going to be. I'll probably do a load of housing in here. So actually I'll build a well just here next to next to the village centre. Now, of course, I don't have any builders, so what you want to do is go into your logistics here, and you have this, a builder's workshop. So you pop your builder's workshop down here. You can instantly build that, because obviously you need that to get builders, so it'd be no good if you needed builders to build that. So it needs 3 builders, so you click on the little plus sign, and you assign your 3 builders. So 3 of these people will now be builders. And what they do is then gather the materials, and they will go and build whatever you tell them to build. Right, we've got various, see these little exclamation marks that come up, that's just telling you that there's things in there that you haven't looked at yet, because I haven't scrolled through all this. Let's just scroll through that, get rid of all the little exclamation marks. There we go, lovely. So you'll see in a minute, here we go, someone is just delivering materials here. So if you click on this, it says it needs 5 stone, 10 wood. Someone's delivered 10 wood but no stone yet. Now the reason that is the case is because we don't have any stone yet. So resource production, come in here, and one of these, this one here, stone cutter camp. So you want this as close to the stone as possible so that they don't have to walk far. So you pop that down. You have to be able to tell people where to extract from. So this is your extraction zone. You can make this bigger and smaller. So basically this just highlights materials that you don't mind people extracting resources from. So for now there'll be rock there, and there'll be some berries there, and then I will do, let's have a look, I'll do some wood production over here. So if I just get an area dedicated for wood production in there as well, let's do that. In fact, what you need to do is make sure that that's getting reforested at the same time. There we go. So I'll get onto building them in a minute. Look, we've just had some new people turn up here. So you just click on that, they become part of your village. So up here it tells you you've got a population of 12. That's their happiness. You've got 9 of them unemployed. And then this bit here is telling us the odds of more people coming into our village. Basically, you've got to keep your people happy. And you've got to keep jobs open for them. So miners, so what I'd do straight away, I'll whack 5 miners into there to get as much stone as quickly as we can. Now let's come over here, go into our food production, and we'll build a little gathering hut in there and get people gathering some berries. So here go our little stone cutters, 5 of them. You see they change their appearance as well, so they look different to the normal people. So they will now go off and start mining, and you can see them chipping away at the stone. It's fantastic, isn't it? I love it. So they'll start making stone, and then once the stone is ready, they'll take it to the well and get that built. We've got our hut here that just needs wood, so someone's bringing wood. Here he is, or her, sorry. She is carrying a crate full of wood there, which is pretty cool. So what else are we going to need? What other basics are there? Like I say, wood production will be the next one. So yes, housing is insufficient, but at the moment I need to make wood first. So this is going to be our wood area. It's quite a big area, so I'll probably have 2 in here ultimately, but for now I'll just get 1 wood cutter right in the middle there. You can see when I placed that, it had a little brown area around it. That basically just means people won't want to build houses within that area, so that's not a problem. It's a nice big map. So we need a wood cutter or a lumber mill. We then have a forester camp, so these guys replant trees, so these are very important. So let's get a little forester camp in there. Our gathering hut is built. Now these guys, I only put 1 forager in there for now, because these guys make a lot of berries. I think that's due to one of the mods that I have. But it means that for now I can get away with just having 1 in there. And the other wood processor here is a sawmill, which makes planks of wood. Now planks of wood you don't need too early on in the game, but you do need a lot of them later on. So it's a good idea to get them started fairly early. So you can see when people walk, they create these little pathways, which is great because it kind of helps with the layout of your village. So you can see the pathway there. So I'll put this just on the edge of the path, like that. Now let me just check. Has a well been built? Not quite. I'm not going to quite build that. I'm going to leave that there as a blueprint for now because I don't want it stealing any stone away from this one here. I really want this. I mean, what you can do, you can actually click on that and make it a priority. So I think if I then build that, that will work. So they'll build that first and then they'll build that one. It's all about resource management, and that's why I love these games. There's a lot of strategic thinking. It may not be as creative as something like Planet Zoo, but in a way it does use a lot more brain power, especially now with all the new add-ons that they put into the game. There's a lot of new things you have to think about, like where people want their housing. You have to make sure the areas are attractive for building housing in. You also, in a game like this, you don't want to go too fast. Money is tight. They changed money. It used to be that you made money from selling goods at markets, whereas that is not the case anymore. So what you have to do now is collect taxes from your housing and do a lot of trade with other towns. I kind of like that, but I also liked making money from markets. But there we go. We'll discuss that more as when we come to it. So market. So we're getting berries in now over here. You can see our resources up here. So we've got 90 berries already. The well is now built, so people can get water. That's good. Now we need to distribute the berries in a market, but first they have to go to a granary. So it's kind of a chain. So again, what I'll do, if the housing is going to be around here, which it is, I'll want the market to be around here. So I'll put the market next to the well. I'll tell you why I do that in a minute. But first we need a granary. So what I'm going to do is put a granary in here. So the granary will collect the berries. Let's get 2 woodcutters in there for now. So the granary will go and collect the berries from over here and bring them to here. You want the granary to be near the marketplace, because the marketplace only has one man working on it, and so you don't want him to walk too far to collect the berries, whereas this granary here can have 6 people working in it. So you don't mind too much if they have to walk further to collect the berries, because there's 6 of them doing it. So again, you have to really think about the layout of your town. So the marketplace, which is this little one here, I'll put next to the well. Now the reason I do that, if you click on a person, their essential needs is water, food, 2 types of food, and housing. Water they get from the well, as you can see, people going to the well and getting their water. Actually, let me change the person. I'll click on one of them who just went there. So there we go. So her water needs are now green because she's had water. She hasn't got food yet, and she hasn't got a house yet. So what you want all those things as close to each other as possible. So if you can have their food right next to the well and then their housing here, they can get all of those things without having to walk too far. Because again, that's kind of how the game works. You have to try and give people what they need without making them walk too far, so that they're more. You want them to be efficient, basically. Okay, so market stall. I'll build a very basic market stall there, which will sell some berries. I'll come back and improve it later on. So once that's built and the granary, you get a chain, you see. So the berries will go from the pickers over here onto the granary and then onto the market, and people will then collect them from the market. This all makes sense, doesn't it? What do we got over here? Forester camp. Right, we're a bit low on wood, are we? No, we've got plenty of wood, actually. I think it's our builders. Not really pulling their finger out and doing things, are they? Have we got... No, we haven't got the resources. Waiting for a builder. What are our builders doing? Are you a builder? No, you're a woodcutter. You're a woodcutter. You're a builder. Why are you just standing around? Oh, you're on your free time. Okay. Yeah, they're looking for things at the moment, the builders. You might be on your free time, but I'd prefer if you were doing something. Here we go. I'm working. Good. Right, the sawmill is built. Hopefully. Who are you? Let's have a look. Theophanes the Blessed. Where is he going? There's only one thing being built over here. Oh yeah, there we go. So someone's delivered 2 resources. You're a builder. Ah, hang on. What were you doing with that? So he picked up some wood there from the woodcutter. Ah, I'm guessing he's taken that to the market. Click on the market. Yeah, there we go. Theophanes is bringing 10 wood. Okay. So it's prioritised the market to be built quicker than the forester, which is fair enough, I think, because the market is more important really because it provides people with food. The granary has got all the resources it needs. It just needs the builder now. Builders are a big part of the game. Generally you need a lot of builders, so I will get more. At the moment 3 should do it. So one of the other things that I love doing in this game, and this is with the mods, is making things look more attractive. So this is our fantasy decorations. Actually, no, that's not the one I want. So this is something that I will do as much of as I can. So nature decorations I have here. This is lovely. So if you scroll down on here, I've got nice bits of stone here. So what I like to do around the wells is just get a bit of stone in. Maybe even a couple of bits of stone. And this stuff purely makes it look nicer. That's the only reason that you do this. But that's kind of the joy of this game. Nice bit of grass like that, and then maybe a fern around the back like that. And then build that. And there we go. It just makes it look that little bit nicer, doesn't it? It's all about the detail. So I will do that as much as I can. You know, when I can. Right, our market is built. So you want to assign a resource. At the moment, just berries. I will assign 1 market tender. I'll then come to our granary. Now, we haven't got any spare people. That's fine. Right, so let's get berries assigned in here. So lots and lots of berries in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to our miner. And, sorry, but I need you. See, so she's instantly changed her appearance, and then I want her to come and work in the granary. So as soon as she's finished digging up a last bit of stone there she goes. Yeah, there we go, transporter. So she is going to come and work in the granary, and if we follow her, I bet you she will. Oh, what's she doing? Oh, she is working. Where's she going? Oh look, she's already gathering some resources there. So there was obviously some berries in our village centre from the start of the game. There we go. So she's put some berries in the granary there. She's now going to go, I would assume she's wandering over here to our berry picker. There she goes. So she'll take some more and she'll just keep filling that up. And here's our little market worker here. Jill Stargaze, good name. She goes off to the granary. She'll pick up some berries. Here she goes. She will take them back to the market. So the market currently has nothing in there, and then she dumps 10. So at the moment, it can only hold 10 at a time, which is fine, but that quantity does increase. Lovely. So we got our basics. We've got food, we've got stone, and we've got wood over here. Still haven't got enough people to get everything going, but that's fine. So the next thing we need to do is provide people with some housing space. So this is our house painting tool. So basically you just dedicate the area of land that you don't mind people building in. So there you go. So you tell them that. That's where you want them to build their houses. And instantly there is a house being built there. And you'll see 2 or 3 more crop up. And obviously the builders will gather what resources they need and start to build the houses. They'll chop down your tree as well. There you go. There's another one over there. So they need 10 wood each. At the moment, we've only got 12 wood, so they're not going to get built super quick. But that's fine. We'll get some more people coming. We've got an average chance of immigration here, incoming in 5 days. So in 5 days, we should get a couple more people turn up, hopefully. Right, so unlocking things in the game is done through this book down here. So this tells us all sorts. We've got villagers, buildings, resources, economy, progression, army, and our log. So progression here, so we've got common path. So this is just as you grow, as your prosperity goes up, you can start unlocking all these extra things. Now at the moment, it's a little unfair in a way because I opened up all the territory. That gives me a lot of prosperity. You see territory is giving me 156 prosperity. So instantly I can unlock all sorts. But I'm not going to just rush down and unlock all the advanced stuff. I'm going to start further up. So in here you can unlock things like the warehouse, wooden bridge, fishing, butchery, decorative items, poultry farm, frontier fortifications. Ooh, that's new. Frontier church. Palisade. Okay, so there's new things in here you see that I haven't actually seen before. And deforestation tools, which is very useful. Actually, I'm going to unlock that because it doesn't cost anything to unlock. It's quite a useful tool. I'm intrigued by that one. Then we go down, we've got clothing, tavern, bread production, all sorts of things down here. And then you've got your other things like this. So you've got labour estate, kingdom estate, and clergy. So religion, fighting, and the people, essentially. And these allow you to unlock all sorts of other things as well. And you get this stuff by helping out. Well, they've got a couple of new people there. By helping out the kingdom, doing quests and missions and things like that. Favouring an estate. Now here we go. So your villagers caught the attention of the 3 estates of the realm, and they expect you to build monuments to their splendour. Such constructions will undoubtedly define the future of your people, and they wonder which of the kingdom clergy or labourers you will oblige first. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Oh dear. I do apologise. I'm just at the end of a cold, so I am still a little bit sneezy at the moment. So, what are we going to do first? Build churches, manor houses, or forts? Forts is something that I'd like to do. Manor house is essential, really, for various things, and the church is essential as well because people like to go to church. So, building a rustic church, that's not going to happen for a while because you don't. Oh yes, rustic church is the one that you get early. So yeah, yeah. Let's go with that one. And food diversity as well. Let's put food on the table. Yeah. So produce at least 2 different types of food. We will do that relatively quickly. So I'll get to that. Lovely. Right. So you can see lots of houses being built here. Once those are built, what I will do, actually if you click on one, look, so is it in a residential area? Yes, that's green, that's good. And then if it wants to upgrade to the next quality of housing, it needs these things as well. So it needs to be in a desirable neighbourhood, it needs to be beautiful, and it needs to have someone actually demanding a nicer house. So we don't have commoners yet, so nobody's going to be demanding it. It does say it's a beautiful area, and that's probably because I put these nature decorations down here. So if we go into our visibility and put beautification on, yeah, so you can see that the items that I put down around the well have made that little area there beautiful. But what I will do, once these other houses are built, is use one of my other mods to put some plants around the houses, which will make them all beautiful. So it just means that when you upgrade people to commoners, they can upgrade their houses. Right, so we've got a couple of spare people. Let's see. Where do we need people? I'm going to get the forester in. So this is the guy over here who's going to plant trees. And I might get the other woodcutter because we really do need wood quite quickly. Let's do that. So this guy here, the forester, you can tell him which types of trees to grow. I like to leave all 4 on. Gives a bit of a mix. I don't actually know the difference. I always assumed that some of them grew quicker than others, so an oak would be a very slow growing one, whereas maybe a pine would be a very fast growing one. I don't know, and maybe I think some of them might provide more logs per chop, so an oak tree I'm guessing would give more than a pine. Either way, I like to just leave all 4, and it just keeps it looking nice and varied as well. So yeah, for the aesthetics I think it looks nice to have a mixed forest. Okay, so where are we at? We've got plenty of berries. Stone is going okay. Wood is struggling, but that's fine. I will build another wood cutter in here. Now actually one thing I'm going to need soon is storage for stone and planks of wood. Now if you look at these, so their storage capacity is 50 and they've already got 32 stored there, and it'll be the same eventually for the carpenters once that's built. So you'll have a capacity of 50. So what you need to do is build a warehouse. However, you can't do that until you've unlocked it, which I think is up here. Yeah, so warehouse. So I need to pay 25 gold to unlock the warehouse. There we go. Let's do that. So our logistics warehouse. Here we go. Where do I want to put this? I think I might put this in the middle here, actually. Luckily, these aren't undesirable buildings. So what I'll do, I'll put that in there. It won't be built for... Actually, it will be built because we have got some... we do have some planks of wood already because it needs them. And then it will eventually store them as well. Need to wait until we've got some more people in. I'm just going to check the marketplace as well. Is that in here somewhere? The advanced marketplace. Or is it in here? There it is. Market Splendor package. This is a good one to unlock because it unlocks the tents and the sign. So I'm going to do that. And then if we go back into our market here. If we click on our sub-buildings. So here we have our Market Stalls Court. Come into here. And then we go to our parts list. Oh no, we go to our edit building. See, now we have the option of putting a tent over the market stall and putting a sign up. And these are really good. If you look at the tents, it adds 20 to the capacity of the attached building part. So that's well worth doing because it just means that it can hold 20 things instead of 10. So if you look at that, it clicks automatically onto the back. I like to do red ones on the berry markets. And then we also have the food sign here, which I do because it adds a little bit of splendour, which I'll explain in a minute. So put the food sign at the edge here, I think. Something like that. Lovely. So if you look at this, this is your maintenance cost. So it's going to have 2 maintenance, but it's going to provide us, now that we've built the sign and the tent, it's going to give us 3 splendour. So that's labour splendour, which you can see up here. So when we went into our book and we had our labour thing here, we've got influence, splendour and rating. So to get to the next unlock stage, we need a certain amount of prosperity, which we have, and then labour rating. The splendour, what does the splendour allow? I can't remember, I'll be honest. What does the splendour do? I think you can spend the splendour on various things at certain times. Is that maybe to do with this, the privileges and the edicts and things? There are lots of things in the game that I haven't quite figured out yet because they keep on adding new things. Oh look, we've got 1 new person. That's not great really, but there we go. Where do I want that new person? We've got our thingy built there. Our what's the word I'm looking for? Warehouse, that's the word I'm looking for. I think I might get the carpenter in first, so I'll put him in the carpentry profession to start putting a bit of wood to planks. Got quite a few of our houses built now, but these 3 are still going. I do love the randomness of the houses. There's a lot of variation actually in the houses, but they just randomly sort of go all higgledy-piggledy in the area that you designate for them, which I really like. Just makes the whole thing look really natural, kind of all flows together. So the warehouse here hasn't got any workers in, but I want to assign resources. Now at the moment I'm only producing these things, or I've only got these things. That list will get bigger and bigger as the game goes on. I want it to store wood, I want it to store planks of wood, I want it to store stone, and I want it to store tools, and I'll tell you why. So tools, we can see up here, we've got 50 tools. It sounds like a lot, but they will disappear quickly, and they take a long time before you can make your own, so you have to start trading tools. So you need somewhere to store them, because trade can only be done from a warehouse. It can't be done with things that are just sitting in the boxes in your village centre. So you have to have them in a warehouse, and then you can buy things in or sell them. So when your traders come in from other towns, they can only buy goods from granaries or warehouses. So it's very important that you have plenty of them and store in all the goods that you might want to trade in or out. Oh look, we've got more houses being built back in the woods here. I love this because you get the little pathways going through the trees, and the trees stay. They only clear the bit where the house is being built. So you end up with these lovely little pathways through the woods, which is really nice. It's such an aesthetically pleasing game, it really is. Right, so if you look over here, our woodcutters are chopping down the trees, and then we've got our planter who's putting all these little baby ones in, and they'll slowly grow. Lovely job, they're doing very well over there. Right, I will do some more decorating soon. However, I think that's probably a good place to leave this first episode of Lakeside. I don't know why I call it Lakeside actually, because it's actually near the ocean. But never mind, I just like the name. So let's leave it there. Let me know what you think of this game. Have you played it, or seeing it on here, does it make you want to play it? Is it the sort of thing that you're going to enjoy following me on? It really is up to you whether you want to join in this series or not. I hope you do. I hope you enjoy it. I will be doing a lot of detailing, so what I did around the well here I will do around the marketplace and the warehouses, the granaries, the stone places, all of these. I will slowly detail stuff as we go along. I'll put in fences and things like that. I want to play this a lot, and I want to just keep expanding, because I've never managed to get a huge city in this game yet, mainly because I end up I kind of time it, so unfortunately they keep releasing updates, and as soon as they do an update you want to start a new city, because it doesn't really work backwards, sort of compatible with all your stuff that you've already done. Oh look, this is good, we've got a load of new people coming in here, that'll be great. So yeah, let's leave it there. Hopefully you can join me in the next episode. Please do leave some comments if you like the game, if you've got any thoughts or opinions on the game itself, or how I play it, or anything like that. Please do let me know. I will be doing more Planet Zoo videos as well, so don't worry if you're a Planet Zoo fan. Christmas break coming up as well, so hopefully I'll have plenty of time soon to help you to record some videos, is the hope. We'll see. Got a little person asking for something there. Let's just pause the game. Right, let's leave it there. Otherwise I'm just going to keep on waffling on. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. And please do join me next time. Until then, take care. Bye for now.